Okay, I have just received my April loot crate. This is the fantasy themed loot crate. I haven't cracked it open yet. I'm excited to see what's inside. Really quick before I do that though, after I recorded the video for last month's loot crate, I was going through the stuff again, and originally I pointed out that the box had this kind of cool design on the inside, you know, to make it look like a secret agent login. After I emptied out the box, I looked at it again. I noticed there's a bit link down here at the bottom. So I actually, you know, I got curious. I actually went to the bit link, and I was presented with a login screen that looked very much like this with the username and password. Now the password was already filled in, but I didn't know what the username was. And so if you look down at the keys here on the keyboard, some of them are highlighted in a different color. So once I unscrambled them, and I think it was Nightcrawler ended up being the login name, I was able to progress to another portion of the site, like actually access this, you know, this secret agent sort of login. I got a video from this evil mastermind guy who gave me a clue, which pertained to one of the items in the loot crate, which I thought was kind of neat. And so I figured that out and entered that, and it actually brought me to another video and another clue, and then it ended up turning into this kind of scavenger hunt. And all of the clues were related to or found within items within the loot crate. So I did that, and from what I understand, if you progress all the way through the scavenger hunt, you get an extra item in an upcoming loot crate, maybe the April loot crate. We'll see when I crack this open. So I just wanted to point that out, because while the contents of May's covert loot crate were, you know, that was a little bit on the meh side, I did really enjoy the fact that it turned into this like kind of neat scavenger hunt. I thought that was a very cool addition to the overall box, and kind of bumped up my opinion of that particular loot crate. So let's go ahead and crack into April's fantasy loot crate, because I'm very psyched to see what is in this one. Alright, so the first thing I'm seeing when I open the box is like a treasure map. And I can tell right off the bat we have a t-shirt. So let's see what this is here. This is a very cool dragon ampersand t-shirt. Not bad. Red. I don't have many red t-shirts, so I'm digging that. What else do we have here? We have, oh, very cool. We have what looks like a D&D sort of okay, this I'm not gonna wear, but it's kind of neat. I might actually wear it. This is a D&D bow tie from Black Tie Geek. It is I don't know if you can see it. It's got little dragons and D20s on there, so that's kind of cool. Let's go ahead and rock this bad boy. I'll wear it today. It's a little clip-on bow tie if I can figure out how to put a bow tie on. I can honestly say that I have never before worn a bow tie, so this is a first for me. World first bow tie. You know what? Close enough. If I had an actual collar on this shirt. Alright, what else is this? Oh, this looks to be an inflatable crown. It is actually an inflatable gold crown, so why not? Okay, my head is too fat. It actually does not stay on my head. There, it kind of does. Alright. There we go. I am King Loot Crate. Looks like just stars up here. If it's from something, I don't recognize it. But it's fairly well padded, so this could conceivably be protection as well. So let's see. What do we have here? Oh, we have a deck of Princess Bride something. Playing cards. You know what? Actually, for the most part, they are fairly bland, I'm going to admit. Okay, no, never mind, I lied. The number cards are pretty basic. The number cards, you know, they just look like that. What I liked when I opened up the box was the Joker card. I don't know if you can see that right there. And then I noticed that the face cards are actually pretty cool. Inconceivable! So that's kind of cool. I guess Indigo gets to be the king. What's next? What do we have here? Oh, something from Game of Thrones. Okay, cool. We actually have a Game of Thrones Stark Sigil USB flash drive. Let's take a look at that bad boy. And so there is that. There's the Stark House Sigil, the Direwolf, and it is a USB drive, which is kind of cool. It's got some sculpted detail in there. It's a little flat, but I mean, it's you know, for free, and I actually don't know what size it is, to be honest with you. I will find out what size a USB drive this is, and I will put it in a little notation on the video. Here is the April Loot Crate Fantasy button. It's got a little bit of a map on there. April 2015 says Fantasy. This is a House Sigil magnet set. You have the sigils of the 4 main houses there. We've got the Starks, the Lannisters, the Baratheons, and the Targaryens. So that's kind of neat. Those will go up on well, the side of my fridge, because oddly the front of my fridge is not magnetic, so we only use the side. But they'll go up there. This is, oh, it's a I guess a luggage tag is what it looks like. 9 3/4, platform 9 3/4, I guess. And then we have finally the little book here that just tells you a little bit about the crate, a little D&D Adventurers League thing. So the highs for this crate are definitely going to be the Game of Thrones magnets and the USB drive, depending on how big the USB drive is. The Princess Bride deck, this will probably just go in a drawer, because actually now that I think of it, I'm not sure we even have a deck of cards in the house. That's how little we play games that require you to have your own deck of cards. But with that said, you know, it's not a bad thing to have. I'm sure as my son gets a little bit older, we'll play some games with him that are pretty simple, like Go Fish and that sort of thing. And so these will be handy. The artwork is nice, but again, I just wish it were something that I would get more regular use out of, you know, a poster or something that I could, with this artwork that I could look at all the time. A t-shirt that I could wear would have been nicer, just because this was my most anticipated item and franchise in this particular box. Again, the bag tag I'm not going to use, but even if I'm not going to use it, I know I have people in my inner circle that will use it, so I can give that off to them. T-shirt is actually pretty cool too. The t-shirt, this will get worn because I mean it's not you know, it's just a generic D&D design. You know, it's kind of got the ampersand from the Dungeons and Dragons. It's not in your face. It's kind of a cool design, and it's a little subtle. So this will definitely get worn. I'll throw this into my t-shirt rotation. The crown will probably never be worn again after this video, at least by me. You know what, I'll probably give it to my son. He'll get a kick out of playing with it, and to be honest, it'll probably fit his head better than my fat head. And then the bow tie, again, I usually, when I dress up, I stick to kind of straight ties, and not clip-on sort of things either. So maybe someday I'll wear it ironically to a party or something like that, but I don't see this getting a whole lot of use. So, you know, for this month, there were a few good things. You know, I love anything Game of Thrones for sure, so I'm always happy to have more Game of Thrones stuff kicking around the house. You know, and then there's a few goofy things, a few whatever things. But overall, a better crate this month than last month, I feel. You know, more stuff that I'll actually get a use out of, or that you know, people I know can get a use out of. So that's it for this month's Loot Crate video. They have not yet announced what May's theme is going to be, but you can, sign-ups are obviously closed for the April crates because they've started shipping, but you can sign up for the May crate starting using the link in the description of the video. And thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next month with the next Loot Crate.